there, it's Lizzie all from Old Stables Crafts again. Thank you for joining me today. This is actually a bit of a second take because I thought I was recording and I hadn't hit the record button. So fingers crossed we'll have more success this time. I say thank you for joining me today. Today I am doing another little project for gifts for Easter. This time, for those of you who know me and some of my issues, I can't eat chocolate. So for me, Easter is a bit of an interesting time because everybody seems to think that the only thing to give anyone at Easter is chocolate. Happily, sugared almonds are sort of egg-shaped, and I like sugared almonds. So I'm going to do a sugared almond based project, but obviously you could use eggs instead. Now I am using, from the annual catalogue, these are on page 176, the gusseted cellophane bags, which are 7.6 by 15.2 centimetres, so roughly 3 by 6. But because they're gusseted, obviously they have a bit more space in them. They are food safe. It says so in the bag, in the catalogue. What I've actually done though is, oh sorry, I'm getting alerts on my laptop. I've run a piece of fast fuse along the flap at the bottom of the bag just to stick that flat, and then I put a piece of soft sky cardstock that measures 2 inches by 3 inches at the bottom of the bag, just so that it's got a solid base. And then I've got sugared almonds in here. I did have pink ones, but I kind of ate them. They would probably have been a better match for the colours because I'm going with the Falling in Love Designer Series paper, which has Blushing Bride and Soft Sky in it. Soft Sky is not quite the right blue. This is probably more of a Marina Mist, or a softer version of Marina Mist, but I'm going with the Designer Series paper colours. So, for the closure, you could just tie that in a bow, and that would be lovely, and put a little tag and what have you, but I'm actually going to go for a slightly different closure. So I've got a piece of Soft Sky cardstock cut at 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and I've scored it down the middle, which is at 1 3/8. And then I've cut a piece of the Designer Series paper just 1/4 inch smaller, so 2.5 by 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, with the Project Life corner rounder, I am just going to round those corners. Not very well, apparently. That's better. And I'm also going to round the corners of the Designer Series paper. I love this Designer Series paper. It is just gorgeous. I'm a scrapbooker at heart. I enjoy card making and making 3D projects, but my first entree into... Sorry, that's not very well rounded. My first entree into papercraft was really more around scrapbooking. So for me, these papers are ideal for weddings. So if you've got a wedding coming up, I would urge you to have a look at it. And it comes with, there's some matching cardstock that comes with it, which is in Sahara Sand, Blushing Bride and Soft Sky, and it's 12 by 12 in a pack. So ideal for spring, summer weddings. So have a think about that. Right, to attach the paper to the card, I'm just going to run some fast fuse just on either side of the crease. I don't actually want it stuck completely firmly down. I just want it so that I know that it's stuck, and fast fuse will be the one for that. And then I'm going to fold it, and because I've done it that way, it means it's a nice crisp edge for both of the pieces, the card and the oh, do you know, there are days when I just shouldn't do filming, and this is one of them. So yes, the Designer Series paper and the card is now well attached. So what I should also have done, actually thinking about it, is attach this. This is one of the lace doilies. They are 24 in a pack. They're in the Spring Summer catalogue in part of the Falling in Love suite, and they are vanilla on one side, very vanilla on one side, and Whisper White on the other. So they are just ideal. And obviously with the white in particular, you can then ink to turn them into any colour you want. So I am going to attach those as that as well. and yeah, go that way. So I'm just going to fold that in half so that, you see, it sits quite nicely there. And actually, the fact that I didn't attach that, I think I'm quite pleased by, because that will then cover something up for me. So with this, I'm going to attach it with, if I can find it, it was on my desk, got it, a stapler. So all I'm going to do is fold the top of the bag over, and then I'm going to trap that into the, actually I probably folded it too much, trap that into the crease of the card, so like that. And then with my stapler, I am just going to staple through the whole lot. So that's then fixed, and then I can use this to help cover it up. And in fact, I will use this as the front because that's where the ends are, and this back is at least nice and flat. So to attach this, I am just going to use some small dabs of multi-purpose glue. As you know, if you've watched me before, this is one of my favourite adhesives, but it is, generally speaking, unless you're trying to attach something to glimmer paper, less is definitely more, so don't go mad. It does dry clear, so it's not the end of the day if it squishes out the sides, but I would recommend not overloading it if at all possible. And with this being a lace doily, you don't want to go too mad anyway, because it is quite a fine piece of paper. So there you are. That's your basic attachment, which I think is really pretty. Then using the Happy Easter from the Easter message stamp set. I love this. I think it's just nice for every now and again for us to remember that Easter isn't all around about bunnies and Easter eggs, but it has got this really lovely font for Happy Easter. So I'm going to use, because it's in the coloured paper anyway, the Sweet Sugar Plum. Let's get rid of those and get rid of that. Just generally clear the decks a bit, I think. So just lightly tap, 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 tap. I've put this on a C block. So I've just done it diagonally, and then this is just a strip. I have waste strips that I never throw away, so when I'm cutting, which I'll go in a bit further, when I'm cutting mats, and for, again, those of you that have watched me for a while know that I keep mats of all sorts of colours over there in a box. So whenever I need one, there's one there. And this is one of those offcuts, so perfect for using for things like this. And then I can just, I'll cut that to size and pop it there. So, snips, whoops. I'm just going to come so that it's, actually I don't really need to do that, do I? Because what I want is for it to be pretty much the exact length, just nice if it is square. Oh, and if you're wondering what this is this month's hostess code. So if you're putting in an order where you don't qualify for your own hostess rewards, particularly if your order is over £25, use the hostess code, and then I will send you some free goodies. So I just want to check that I'm going to not make a mess when I do what I want to do, which is I really want these to be, the edge of the tag to be rounded. No, I'm just going to have to live without it. This is slightly too narrow to use on this, certainly on camera, so I shan't bother. Anyway, so yes, so if you've got an order over £25, if it's over £25 and you're on my online store, it means you automatically become a member of my VIP club, and you get an extra newsletter and projects that won't be anywhere else. And there'll be occasional giveaways that are only available to my VIPs. So one very good reason to use the hostess code, as well as by using it, you get to share in some other free products. So this month, until the end of Celebration, it is UCCUKJFE, or if we're being phonetic alphabet, uniform Charlie, Charlie, uniform, Kilo, Juliet, Foxtrot, Echo. Brings back memories. So I'm going to attach this over the front here. It really does upset me that that's not rounded. I'm just going to have to live with it. Right, so I'm just going to bring in some dimensionals. Pop 3 across here, I think. So yes, until the end of Celebration, that's the hostess code. If you haven't put your Celebration order in yet, remember that if you spend at least £45, and for every £45 you do spend, you get to choose a free item from the Celebration gifts. And they are free, gratis and for nothing, but they are only available during Celebration. And I have a sneaking suspicion that if they run out before the end of Celebration, so I'm just trying to find somewhere to stick this because I do want it on there. If they run out before the end of Celebration, I don't think we will be restocking them. So if there's something that you particularly want, I would jump on that sooner rather than later, because otherwise you could find that it's out of stock and not being restocked. So this is one of the embellishments that comes in this suite, in the Falling in Love suite, and it's just the Falling in Love embellishments. You get 12. Yes, 12, and they are gorgeous. So I'm just going to add this with a glue dot just down here. And there we are. That is our finished project, which I think, for even if you're putting chocolate in there, you know, some people like chocolate, I think that's a really nice way of dressing up something that's not terribly expensive to buy. But obviously you could put really, really expensive goodies in there as well, or you could put in something that's not food. But I think that's a really nice little project, so I hope you've enjoyed that. As I say, if you need anything, particularly during Celebration, jump onto my online store. There's a link below. The associated blog post to go with this is also linked below, so no scrabbling around trying to find the right one. There is a direct link below. If you're interested in joining Stampin' Up, there's also a link to joining down in the blog post, in the links below, but also there's information about joining my team on my blog, so do please jump over there to have a look at that. We are growing rapidly, and I've got some things that I think are going to be really exciting to do with the team over the coming months. So yeah, don't miss out. And as I say, I hope you enjoy this. If you want to see more, give it a thumbs. If you want to see more, subscribe. There'll be a picture of me looking slightly more normal than I'm feeling today at the end of the video. That's the subscribe button. If you've enjoyed it in spite of all the ramblings, give it a thumbs up. And then you will get to see, if you subscribe, you'll get to see more videos when they go live. I've currently got 455 subscribers at the point where I'm recording this. As soon as we get to 500, there will be a giveaway, and that will be for current products at the point of the giveaway. I may also sneak in a few of the old Celebration items, just in case people have missed out. I think those may become quite popular, but certainly there will be some current product as well. So if you've enjoyed it, I hope to see you again soon. If you've got any questions, either drop me a comment. I always reply to comments, or alternatively jump over to my website and you'll find contact details there, including my email address. So I hope to see you very soon. Thank you very much indeed, and have a good week. Bye.